G'day, you are cryptocurrency money making mad people. I love cryptocurrency. It's like the wild west of financial systems at the moment. You know, it's like anything goes and everything's on the table and everything's fun. Anyway, so I thought I don't always show you all my trades because I don't want to. I'm going to do other things, but I generally taking money out every day. Always somewhere a minimum, I think $30 to $50, you know. I know that doesn't seem like much, but it adds up at the end of the week. It adds up. But they're on the days where, you know, Bitcoin's down, the whole market's down, and everybody's losing money, when I'm still pulling out $50, you know. So this is why I play the system I play, where I have all the coins, because when some are going up, others are going down, and that's just how it is. And if you don't own the ones that are going up when all the rest are going down, well, then you're not making money. So for me, every day there's money on the table. I don't always skim, I don't always trade. I might have a day or two where I don't bother doing it. Not because I can't, just because I can't be bothered, you know, like this is how I choose to live. Anyway, so this trade here, I did this skim. It was actually a long one. It probably took about 25 minutes, I suppose, to do. And I did it before I even got out of bed. I mean, I woke up, the markets were up, it looked pretty good. Several of my coins were over 50–60%. So I was like, oh yeah, looking pretty good. The overall account had dropped up maybe about $1,000 for that day. Yeah, so when I'm taking out this money, that's not how much money my account's gone up by. That's just how much that I've allowed myself to skim out. Remember, I'm only skimming out anything that's over 5% increase. So I have a bunch of coins that might be doing a 3%, 4%, 4.99% increase, and I just won't touch them. I'll just let them grow and I'll let them compound up. So if I was to skim everything that was in positive or that had gone up, you know, I could be taking out a lot more, but I just choose not to because I wanted to compound and grow as well. So yeah, you'll see in this one, it ended up by being about $140 or something, which is not bad. Like I said, I did it in like 20 odd minutes. Didn't even get out of bed. I just woke up, looked at the markets and went, oh yeah, right. You know, went to the gym a bit later that morning, but that's all good. That's why I have the lifestyle I have. And I know some people will go, oh, it's only $140. But that's $140 for 20 minutes work. And really 20 minutes work where I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't have to see anybody, didn't have to talk to anybody. And remember, I'm only taking out like $2 here, or even the bigger increases, ones that are over like $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, whatever it is. I might only take out $3 or $4 or maybe $5. I could take out $20, $30 if I wanted and pull out, you know, a couple of $100 each time, you know, but I choose to hold back some of my profits, but I want to keep taking daily profits all the time because that's what gives you some money to do stuff. So if you think about it in that regard, even if I'm only taking out $2 this time, imagine if it was like, you know, $5 or $10 a coin. And just say it's, you know, 70 coins that I skimmed at, say, $5. Well, that's $350 for the day. And, you know, let's say some of those, you know, you take out more, you take out $10 or whatever, like, because you got more in there, it's going up more, whatever. But if you got a coin that's worth, you know, $200 or whatever, and it's going up 50%, I mean, there's a fair bit of money there. I mean, it's like $100 you could take out, but you know, you could probably easy take out $20, $30. So those profits are always sort of there. So if you think about it in that regard, you could be pulling out, you know, $700 a day, $300 a day, $400 a day, like every single day for 20 minutes work. Well, that's more than what most people earn. You know, they get up, they've got to get dressed, go there and pay their money for parking and fuel and tolls and buy their lunch and do all those sort of things, you know. And when you add up the cost of doing all that as opposed to the cost of how much money you can make just doing very little with a small amount of money, as you see, I'm only playing with, it's at $19,500 or something now. And that's Australian, so again, maybe 12, 13,000 US. So I'm not playing with very large amounts of money at all. And remember, I only started with $300 Australian, which is what, $200 US, like we're at like $72 to $75, 75 cents to the dollar. Yeah, so it's about three quarters of whatever it is. So I mean, that's the way why I play it the way I play it. And as I say, and in the end of it, I split it up. A third of those profits, a third goes back reinvested into coins that are really low or that I'm building up, and then a third goes. I move across into my savings account that I put aside for tax. I mean, you're not going to pay 30% in tax, but then that's a forced savings anyway. So just say you built it up and then you pay half of that in tax that year. Well, then you've got another half of that money that you could just put on something else, and if you accumulate it up over a few years, well, you can buy a house out of that money. That's kind of how you think about it. You've got to think about moving this cryptocurrency money into real world assets and money. And then the other third, I split up and it goes into a little bit in my pocket, buy a coffee or something if I want. But mostly it just goes across into buying other assets like gold and silver or stocks and shares and things like that. Or I just let it accumulate into another savings account. And that way, I mean, and some people ask me, well, why do you do that rather than just going for the big win and waiting? Well, what's to say you're going to have a big win? There's no guarantee in any of this sort of stuff that you're going to get this big win that everybody thinks that they're going to get. They put their money in and they sit around and they hope. And if it takes you 2, 3, 4, 5 years because the whole market's dropped back down, then you get up to your big win and then you've only made a few $1,000s or 20, or even $1 million or whatever. There's a whole time there where you haven't made any money at all on it. You've lost money. You just watched it go down and you get psychologically damaged. The way I play it is I'm always making money, so I don't really care. If I get those big wins, fantastic. I'm really happy with that as well. I'm not going to say no. But I mean, you got to look at it that way. So here we are. So this is me looking now. So I've made the money. And so I've just picked the coin down the bottom. And so in this case here, I think I've got like $50 or something like that I'm going to reinvest in. And so instead of putting it all into one coin, I'm going to split it across and put it into a couple of coins. So this coin was like $20 or something. So if I throw 30 into that, it'll boost it up, make it a $50 coin. So the next time I go through, it'll be like, I can use it and skim out of it if it's gone up. And then I'll just find another coin that's low. It's gone down a fair bit. It's a small price. It's under $50 or closer to $50. Then I'll just pick that one. And then I'll just put some money into that one. I think I put $20 or something into this one here, is it? Yeah, $20. And then, there's my $50 reinvested back into it out of the $140. And then the $90 I'll move across and I'll keep that and I'll put that into my other accounts. And so there you go. Just regularly making money all the time. And constantly building it up. Anyway, keep trading. Check out the book on Amazon. It's only like a couple of bucks. Have fun.